So feet are gonna come in nice and close, elbows are gonna come around the knees, we're gonna interlace our fingers, right hand on top of left, and we're gonna sit up nice and tall, shoulders relaxed. Pressing into your big toe mound, baby toe mound, pushing into all 10 toes, really pull your belly towards your back, okay? Then I'm gonna show you what we're gonna do after our creepers. So, this is very neck dependent, okay? So, if your neck feels like it's, not feeling great, then we're not gonna do it, okay? We can do this whole thing flat on the floor. So I'm gonna have the bolster underneath my floating ribs, and you're gonna start to feel your floating ribs, you know exactly where that is, and I'm gonna have my block underneath my head. So what I'm looking for here is that my elbows pull in a shoulder's distance, and they're lifting up and out. You see that my neck is 110% neutral, and my C7 is flush. So I'm gonna really stay in my neck. That's my #1 priority. My #2 priority, and this will keep me from getting into my neck, is that my elbows are symmetrical, okay? And then all I think of is pushing my ribs down. See how my neck didn't change? That's the exhale, inhale to come down. I'm gonna exhale, I'm just gonna take my back ribs, that's all I gotta do, and I'm gonna push them down, and then I'm gonna come back, okay? And if we're nailing it, and be honest with us, some of us just keep our feet on the floor for all 3 sets, but we can do a second set, right? And we're gonna come up and hold, right? And then the 3rd set, the option is to do straight legs, right? And if we're killing it, we might even do some work where we just hold it here. But the big thing I'm looking for is that my neck stays neutral. So if you're not sure, just do it flat on your backs, okay? So when you're ready, block underneath your head, ribs are underneath your floating ribs. Place your head on your brick. Your brick is at medium height. And then you're gonna hold onto your brick, and you're gonna bring those elbows in so they're shoulders distance apart. Neutral neck. So shoulders distance is really important, and we're just gonna hold there. So I like my palms on the brick. See how that feels? Elbows are shoulders distance apart. Now with my elbows are shoulders distance apart, I'm going to take my arm bones like arrows to the tip of my elbow. So you're going to push my hands away. Push, push, push. Nice. Lift my chin so there's no triple chinning happening, and I'm going to take my arm bones like they're arrows to the tip of my elbow. Now the only thing that's going to change is my back floating ribs are going to push down with an exhale, and I'm going to keep my neck as it is, and I'm just going to pop up. So exhale, just push your ribs down, very nice. Good, and then inhale back down. Elbows in a little bit for me, Sarah. Exhale as you come up, keep your eyeballs on those elbows, major improvement. Inhale back down. And your shoulders are a tiny bit wider, there we go. Nice, so it's literally just the ribs. You can do more, you can do less, you can speed it down, you can slow it up. By my count, we're going to do 5 more, and then we're going to hold up. But you can come down if you want.
Why does that feel like much hardcore than usual?
Because you're actually doing it right. And I mean that in the most loving way. Because instead of doing what you're good at, which is just throwing your legs around, we're actually using our core muscles. Yeah. This is us finding our back ribs. And then after those 5, we're going to come up and we're going to hold up. And you're going to hold up as long as you can. Some of us are starting to lose those elbows. I want to see those elbows clearing our skull. So one of the tests that I run with seeing if you're ready for a headstand is, are my elbows clearing my skull? You can even do that walk up on your next round. We'll look at it. Am I twisting? Am I symmetrical? Push into those ribs and come up higher. Crush that bolster, crush that bolster. Good. Neck doesn't change. Push harder. When you're done, you can come down. Right? Listen to your neck. When that tension creeps in, you're done. And then when you're done, head comes down. Just let those arms be out beside you, palms facing up. Take a couple breaths there. And if you want to go lower on the head, you can. That can feel nice in the rest. And just let those shoulders hang like hammocks. If you want to bang out a cobbler here, you can. A little fishy fish. Soles of the feet. Keep clapping, knees apart. Let's take 5 breaths in our rest. Let those ribs pop a little bit. Breathe into it. Now, finding this connection of the back ribs eliminates so much unnecessary suffering, right? We can see people that have, in theory, strong cores, even like huge abdominal muscles that are, really pretty looking. But if they don't have these back muscles, their back's gonna hurt. And if they don't do a back bend to even out the core, their back's gonna hurt. Because we're gonna get a shortening in the front body and over lengthening in the back. Let's draw those knees together. Let's bring those arms up so they're shoulders distance apart. Bend those elbows. Hold on to that block. I like medium height. So my palms are on the block. My fingers are gripping the block. I'm going to pull my elbows and reach with my elbows and try and get my elbows to clear my head. Good. Now I have an option of lifting my feet and pulling my knees in if the last round was not hard enough. But if the last round was challenging, just keep those feet on the floor. Now the only thing that has to move once we've set those arrows into those elbows is to exhale to push the ribs down, right? Just the ribs move. Inhale, ribs don't push. So it's ribs pushing, ribs not pushing. Ribs pushing, ribs not pushing. And that's what does the lifting. It's like there's little elves inside your body and those little elves are pushing your ribs into the bolster. Good. Everybody's breathing. Knees together, feet together if you can, just because we're prepping for headstand. Getting there. Yeah, and they're pretty gosh darn symmetrical. Tiny twist, but not that. Tiny twist. Yeah, there you go. And for you to keep those together, considering that rotation, is amazing. Big improvement.
What I've changed is on my bike. Ever since you told me that's what you were shooting out.
Bikes are, so many people are scrunching up their shoulders on their bikes. When you're done, you're done. Hold up for however long you want. Push into those ribs, come higher. I want to see you higher, higher, higher. Let's see if we can get those elbows to touch those knees. No change in the neck, no twisting. And then when you're done, come down. I like a slightly lower block, and then just let your shoulders relax. We only have one more set. For this one, you can straighten your legs if you want to. Or a cobbler or a snowplow, whatever you fancy. Let's take 10 breaths in our rest. And I do like the Pilates balls, and I do like the Yamuna balls, but these are great, you know what I mean? They're bolstering. I'd rather have a bolster than any of those things, right? So it's one less thing to buy. But still buy the balls off me. Just kidding, buy a bolster first. And then when you're ready, bend your knees. So again, 3 options. Feet on the floor is a good option. Knees up is an option. Straight legs is an option. Hold on to your block. Find your elbows in, reach with your elbows. So neck is neutral, peripheral vision is on your elbows. Feet are super, super strong. Now honor your neck, no wrinkles. The only thing that's going to move is the rib cage, and it's going to bring you up on the exhale, and it's going to bring you down on the inhale. And my head is gently pushing down into the block. Again, you know your stamina, so you're going to do as many as you want to do. and then you're gonna come up and you're gonna hold up for as long as you want, and then you're gonna go into the rest pose. No change in our neck. Super, super strong Barbie feet. See if you can keep those knees together. No shoulders eating neck. The minute you feel that neck changing, you come down and rest. And then breathe into those ribs. Like I said, strong is good, but strong and flexible is better. Just like humans, minds and bodies. And then when you come down, I like a slightly lower block. And then just resting. Let's take 5 more breaths here. And then drawing those knees together, let's roll off to the side gently and then push ourselves up. Nice.